What a year to be a Cougar.
This is the first ever State of the Union.
We are UC.
We have had many successes over the course of the year, including places at or near the top of many sports. It all started with our fall sports.
Even through the COVID-19 pandemic, our athletes worked hard and competed with fire.
Boys golf competed well at the state tournament, placing 8th overall, with two of our golfers placing in the top 25. Ty Zobel placed 17th, and Titan Burchell placed 25th. This capped a good season for a growing Cougar golf program.
The girls' tennis team finished third in the regional tournament and qualified several athletes to compete at the state tournament, but were unable to move past the first round.
Girls cross country had a great season. Senior Sydney Snow was the highest finishing Lady Cougar with a time of 23 minutes and 37 seconds, which was good for 20th place at the state meet. Sophomore Naomi Wells was a short 7 seconds behind her to finish 21st. And as a team, the Lady Cougars were able to finish in the 7th spot, but were only 6 points back of the 5th place team.
The boys cross-country team also had an outstanding season. The team started out fast and ran very well, placing 2 runners in the top 10 for the first time in school history. Junior Jet Davenport was able to finish the course in an impressive 18 minutes and 35 seconds. That was good enough for 6th place, and Union senior Vance Winterton was not far behind him, coming in 10th place and turning in a time of 18 minutes and 51 seconds. As a team, the boys scored some impressive finishing times and came in 4th place.
Girls soccer had a new coach this year with Coach Ziff taking the reins. The Lady Cougars were able to have one of their best seasons overall and are now building toward the future. They were able to host a first-round playoff game against Providence Hall. This team looks to have a bright future with many starters returning for the next season.
Our Cougar football team finished the year with a 4-7 record overall and made the playoffs. The Cougars picked up one of the most important wins of the year in Week 2, crushing the team to the east 40-10 in Vernal. The Cougars also made things very exciting in the first round of the playoffs when they took on the Wildcats and took a lead late in the game, but lost on a last-minute touchdown by Richfield.
Finally, we had the biggest news of the fall season when our volleyball team repeated as state champs. The Lady Cougars dominated the competition all season long, only losing 2 sets to 3A opponents in regular season play. The road to the repeat was not an easy one, as they still had to beat a very tough Morgan team in the finals again. Great job, Lady Cougars.
Our all-state athletes in the fall include Titan Burchell and Ty Zobel, who were second team in golf, Brady Meekum, who was also an honorable mention in golf, Cammie Wood, who was an honorable mention in soccer, Rafe Swain, who was a second team all-stater in football, Owen Cook and Zach Foote were honorable mentions in football, Kennison Weaver, who was our 3A MVP for volleyball, Kinsley Drake was first team, Allie Earl was second team, Trinity Duncan was third team, and Grace Thompson rounds out our volleyball awards with an honorable mention. Congrats to all of you on your outstanding seasons.
Our academic all-state awards this fall include Anna Rasmussen, Hallie Hills, Olivia Wells, Terry Tanner, Craig Miller, and William Meacham, all in cross country. As you can see, it was a great fall for the UC athletics team.
Just after the season had come to a close, the governor put our winter sports on a 2-week hiatus to figure out how to keep athletes who would be competing in close contact safe.
That is when we started COVID testing all the athletes in season and out to help slow the spread throughout the state.
Winter sports were still able to continue, though, and with minimal disruptions for our athletes and the state as a whole.
Boys basketball improved upon the results of last season, winning 6 games total. This record earned them a first-round bye in the state tournament before falling to Grand in the second round.
The drill team competed well throughout the course of the year with new head coach Candy Iverson. Our girls placed at many competitions during the season and had a whole lot of individual soloist awards at various competitions. The team finished 5th in the state competition overall and 5th in both military and dance routines.
The girls basketball team had a really good year and earned a 10th seed going into the state tournament. This meant a first-round bye and a road playoff game against Delta. The rough start in the game proved to be the end for the Cougar season, despite a great run in the fourth quarter to almost win the game. The Lady Cougars represented us well.
Wrestling had a year of ups and downs and a little bit of everything in between. The boys wrestling team placed well at mini tournaments, and when it came to the one-day state tournament, the Cougars finished 8th place overall, outplacing their preseason rank of 11. 3 Cougars placed, with TJ McKissack placing 4th, Dallin Farr placing 3rd, Cadence Ross placing 3rd. As well, the inaugural girls wrestling team for Union finished higher than anyone could have known at 7th overall in a tough 1A through 5A classification consisting of 32 teams. The Lady Cougars also had 4 individual placers, including Sydney Snow, who took 5th, Edie Whitmer, 5th, Oakley Snow, 3rd, and Rachel Southam, 3rd.
That was a great start to a new program here at Union High School. Our girls swim team had a great season, finishing 2nd in the region meet. The Lady Cougar swim team worked hard throughout the season and swam very well and finished 7th place overall at the state meet.
Our cheerleading squad competed for the first time ever this winter in the 3A state competition. Cheerleading will become officially sanctioned for UHSAA competition next year, but many teams competed this season to get some experience. Our girls were able to place 2nd in palm, 2nd in sideline, and 2nd in freestyle for a 2nd place finish overall. Coach Ashley Coland was also awarded the Coach of the Year. Way to represent.
The boys swim team impressed all season, winning many meets, including a first-place finish at the region championship meet. The Cougars did very well at the state meet, placing 2nd overall, finishing with an impressive fashion. The Cougar swim coach, Coach Schmidt, was also recognized as the 3A Coach of the Year. Cody Byer and Dylan Hawkins also earned academic all-state honors for the Cougar swim team.
The winter was a very long season, especially with COVID testing every 2 weeks and the occasional quarantine, but we made it through.
All of us were excited as the sun started to come out and the days grew a little longer heading into the spring season.
Our theater program competed early in the spring in the region and state competitions, placing 2nd at both events. Kiana Train and Sam Jorgensen were 1st in contemporary scenes. Rafe Swain, Jacob Graham, and Hunter Spinagle took 2nd in contemporary scenes. Nathan Jenkins placed 2nd in humorous monologue. Megan Hawkins and McKinley Rasmussen came in 2nd in pantomime. Dylan Hawkins and Ellie Staker also earned academic all-state honors for drama.
The softball team got out to a rough start this spring, facing some very tough opponents in tournaments down in St. George, but pulled back up to the rankings to finish in the 10th spot before heading into the state tournament. The Cougars won the opening round, beating the 7th seed from North St. Pete, before falling to South Summit and Juab to end their tournament run.
Boys soccer played an entire season that boiled down to really a 3-game set against American Leadership Academy. The Cougars won the first 2 times they played, but the Eagles were able to win the match that came at the most important time in the first round of the playoffs.
The baseball team finished the region in 2nd and as a 3rd seed going into the state tournament. The young Cougar team won a vast majority of their games. However, when it came down to the last 2 weeks, the Cougars faltered, giving up more runs than their potential offense could overcome.
A region championship seemed to be in the works from day one on the golf course. Our girls won all but one region event by wide margins, being led by freshman Emily Keel. It was still an uphill battle at the state tournament as Richfield returned a very good championship team. The Lady Cougars golf team finished the state tournament in 4th place overall with individual help from Emily Keel, who took 13th, Emma Whitmer, 21st, Ashlyn Riding, 23rd, and McKaylee Riding, 25th. Those 4 also earned all-state honors as Emily Keel and Emma Whitmer were 2nd team all-state, and Ashlyn Riding and McKaylee Riding earned honorable mentions.
Our boys tennis team had some state qualifiers, and though a few of them were able to force an extra set, in turn, they were still beaten by higher seeds in the first round of the tournament.
On the boys' side of the state track competition, Union was able to finish 7th place. MJ Planishek took 6th in the 200-meter. Jet Davenport took 3rd in the 1600-meter. Vance Winterton set a new school record and took 4th, while Paul Squire took 5th in the 3200-meter. Our 4x100 team came in 6th, and our 4x400 team and sprint medley teams each finished with 4th, respectively. Imjad Al-Atabi finished with the 8th longest jump, and Joey Sampson threw the 2nd longest shot put. William Meacham also earned Academic All-State Award for track.
Our girls' track team had an outstanding finish to the year, coming in 4th place. Aubrey Reiser finished in 4th place, with Kinsley Drake coming in 6th in the 200-meter. Kinsley also finished third in the 400 meter, with teammate Lexi Williams just a few seconds behind her and placing fifth. Sydney Snow finished in fifth place in both the 800 and 1600 meter races. Lexi Williams ran well in the 300 hurdles, as well as a finish for sixth place. Our 4x400 team finished in third place, while our sprint medley team finished fifth. In the field events, Kinsley Drake once again was near the top of the pack, finishing second in the long jump. We also had 3 academic all-state awards for Anna Rasmussen, Terry Tanner, and Hallie Hells. Great job, ladies.
From all of us here at the UC Athletics family, we would like to sincerely thank all of our sponsors, fans, and the community as a whole. We couldn't do what we do without you.
We want to thank everybody for their support and their time and their effort well spent in helping our kids reach heights they never have before. Thank you.